got me scared to death. I'll just never pass this course. What's the use of taking this stuff anyway? I'm afraid to take my paper home.
He's just a sourpuss.
These types of opinions have been floating around college campuses for years. RateMyProfessors.com is a website where students can anonymously go into depth about how a professor teaches. These ratings can then be accessed by other students.
I use it like every time I sign up for classes.
I look to see like if they're a good teacher and like how they teach and their teaching style.
I feel like Rate My Professor actually impacts my schedule quite a bit.
3 UT students decided to interview fellow students and teachers about their use of this website and feelings towards it. Students found mixed feelings toward the website. Some felt the website was misused, while others felt it provided good feedback and a way to find the best professor for them.
I think it's a good tool. I like using it. I get to learn a little more about my teachers before I go in there just completely blind, and I think I should have used it in a couple instances where it would have definitely helped out. So I think it's a good website to have.
Sometimes students use it just to rant or complain about the professors they didn't like.
Professors also had mixed feelings. Some seemed to feel the ratings on the website were misleading, while others were more than happy with their scores.
Any of the comments that are on there not because they're true ratings, but because students either are angry, and that's a way of voicing their anger, or because they think that they're going to get extra points if they're really nice.
I think that students read the evaluations I Rate My Professor on a superficial level. Rate My Professor is by its nature superficial.
I don't really think much about it. I was glad to see that some people like what I do.
I think it's like anything else. It's like any type of opinion. Some opinions are more worthwhile than others.
But in the end, I really don't care what they say.
RateMyProfessors.com has made it to the news on several occasions, especially with regards to the controversial hotness rating, also known as the chili pepper.
Well, how about this for a reversal of roles? College students around the country are now grading their professors, not just on their ability to teach. Our Lola Ogunaki followed 2 professors who are making the grade in the looks department as well.
I don't know why people refer to me hot, but it's fun. Professors have joked about you're a chili pepper. We have those kind of jokes.
Meet the hottest teacher in America.
If you saw how I looked when I was teaching, goggles and, lab coat, I'm not hot in any manner. It's way, shape, or form. And what are you guys doing?
Her students strongly disagree. They voted the 27-year-old chemistry professor one of the best looking in the country on the website, RateMyProfessors.com.
I think for the most part, they're pretty good, though I agree that some of them are ridiculously wrong.
Yes, I've heard of it, and I did know that I had them because my students told me they check me out before, not all of them, but some of them, before they take my classes.
It's nice to have a good professor who teaches well, but it's also nice to have something nice to look at.
I usually try to find a mixture between the two. Going for the easy A is not always the best way.
Of course, you run into the example of have been told by people that they've only taken certain courses of mine because they saw I was rated as hot. That's a very superficial issue. If I hate statistics, and the reason I'm going to hate statistics no matter what, but if I take it with a hot professor, why not?
I don't know if that'll help. It might help you pay attention in class more.
I hope they wouldn't just pick it for my natural beauty, that they would want to learn because my class is very fun and interactive. But I bet people pick classes based on hotness. I mean, who wouldn't?
How do the teachers feel about it, though? I know she talked a little bit about it. Do they feel it's an honor, or do they think it's a little demeaning? Well, they're flattered by it, but they don't want their kids lusting after them. They'd rather them focus on the periodic table or, A squared plus B squared. I don't know. Is that calculus? Anyway, they'd rather them focus on their work and not on their looks.
Professors question this website's accuracy and wonder what type of student takes the time to post on the website.
One of the reviews that's up there of me I think of as being more constructive than the other. Like, both of them I think are positive, but one of them just seems like it's, of course they're anonymous, so it seems like it's a student who's also a friend of mine or something like that.
I think the information in there could be misleading. If students have an axe to grind about a professor, they may put information in there that may or may not be accurate.
There's some ratings in there that I think have no place in a classroom.
I always wonder what motivates a student to go and post something. So it would seem to me to be logical that there might be only outliers. on that students who are either so excited about something that they're going to go on there and post like a glowing review, or students who are really not happy and they're going to go post a bad review. Like, I don't imagine that most students just make it a routine part of their practices to go and rate professors there.
The University of Tampa currently has 631 professors rated with an average professor rating of 3.56 out of 5. The overall school rating for UT is a 3.2 based on ratings about campus location, social activities, reputation, condition of library, student happiness, and more.
I think that UT's ratings are pretty fair and correct considering that it's done by college students.
From what I've seen, I think, yeah, they're pretty accurate. I've only had a couple teachers that had bad ratings on there, and they weren't my favorite teachers, but maybe they're swayed a little to be a little worse for the worst teachers.
Is RateMyProfessors.com a good resource? Do students use this website as a tool to benefit their college career or to take the easy way out? And should professors take this website seriously? You be the
A couple
judge.
nights earlier, your Uncle Marshall had offhandedly mentioned a website called
GradeMyTeacher.net. It's this awesome site where students can go say what they really think about their professors. Hey, you're probably on there.
I just had to see what my students had written about me. And it was majestic. Until
Teacher, leave them kids alone.